And we are live, y'all. I know I like get my little stuff together, man. But good morning to y'all, bro. Good morning to all. Welcome to another edition, another episode of Wake and Pack on the Wednesday morning. Hump day for you freaks out there. And I am a freak, not to get too far into that, but shoot, I knew what humping was before actual sex. I used to think as a kid humping was sex. I don't know why we starting off like that today, but should we actually get a somewhat of a winter over here, bro? I walked outside, it's cold and it's raining. I never forget. On another note, I was driving to St. Louis with my uncle. Don't ask why. I was younger then though, but we listening to the song and the song come on. Kids are so like, and that's why I got in trouble, like, because I asked a lot of questions, like, especially in church. But like, it never rains in Southern California. That song was on, and I'm looking outside. I asked Uncle, I'm like, Uncle, what they saying in that song? He said, oh, it never rains in Southern California. So I look at him, I'm like, pointing outside, like it's raining. Like maybe it doesn't snow, but it definitely rains. But I'm happy we got some kind of season over here. So F this season, as far as winter, stuff like that. But we need to talk about this real season, this season that we are right in the thick of, this Packer season. My boys ain't strong. Mahalo, what's up with you, bro? We chilling, man. Hey, talking Packers on a Wednesday morning, man. You know, y'all see the thumbnail. Shout out to my boy G Pack. Shout out to my boy G Pack. So, if you're doing your rounds on a Packers internet, whether it's Packers Twitter, shit, even if you just Google Packers, seems like it's a lot of drama going on. So, I just wanted to ask y'all, do you think this is a situation where we are dealing with a locker room that's divided, right? Or can we just, blame this on individual situations, right? So, Devondre Campbell puts out that tweet, hey, I ain't playing hurt no more, and I understand him, as a player, because, when you do go out there, and there was actually, the only time I missed time was actually a hamstring, bro, in college. So, once there was the last day of practice, you got to let coach know, can you go or not? I'm like, damn, I can't go. He looked at me again. You can't go? I just said no. You saying you can't go like that again is going against my pride, and I go out there right now. But what we're asking, if this injury is significant enough, I don't want to mess it up anymore. We all know I'm a tough guy, toughest guy on the team, but so I don't know if it was a couple of individual situations or this is a locker room divided and the leaders have decided right now to step up. Now, what is the problem? A lot of people would like to just say Joe Barry. That's cool. He gonna get what he get anyway. But then some people are saying, well, shit, if Matt don't fire Barry, then Matt gotta go. So, he's potentially got a piece of the hot seat. Nobody likes Gutenkis, Mark Murphy's just kind of in the background of all this, although I think, he's definitely with his position, he should be stepping in front of all of these things. We only get to see and talk to him a couple times a year, but I doubt that this is one of them situations like I told y'all that happened in Vegas where Josh McDaniels thought it was a bright idea to say, you know what, all of my players on this team, file your grievances against me. Whatever you got to say, I can take it. I'm a man. And they ripped him a whole new asshole. So I doubt that our locker room is there. But what I do got to say is there a problem with the Packers' strength and conditioning program? Not only is it the way that we get trained, I don't know, the stretches we do before practice, I don't know what it is. Or again, have we just accumulated a lot of unfortunate freak accident events? Such as David Bakhtiari getting hurt during practice, not even a physical practice segment, Jair Alexander. And now with him, I can tell you exactly why he mad. I mean, what's his name? Ja Money, right? what did we do? We paid him this offseason, right? Well, just like a lot of these contracts, you get paid to play. So they say he's missing out on at least $400K. Jair Alexander's missing out on $400K this year from the games that he missed. Okay. So is this again, and this happened with Jair again. So Jair can't get mad all of a sudden because last year or 2 years ago, he had the same injury, right? So we like, should we put him on injury reserve? We like, no, this is a weird kind of injury. If you just sit and let it heal, it can heal on its own. We did that. He ended up coming back. That's cool. Same thing this year, though. Same shoulder. So it's like, is this a misdiagnosis? Like, are we just missing stuff? Especially like Campbell. Why would Campbell be so mad? Was he told he was ready to go and he maybe thought he wasn't? Because he was out for a minute, and for him to be out at the extent of the time that he was out, I'm like, man, something got to be wrong with Dre, because we know Dre had the reliable, guy, a tough guy. He didn't miss many games his first year. Second year, probably took a little step back. But again, it's a lot of moving parts. So again, I don't know if this is a collective effort from a couple of the vets on the team. Jair is a vet, and I would call Devondre a vet. I don't know if they got together, say, look, we got to make a change for this locker room. So again, can we point to coaches? Can we point to management? Can we point to the CBA? What can we point to? Why these guys, again, or it could just be freak injuries. Football is a physical sport, but we've been hindered by our main top dogs for too long. Too long, starting with David Bakhtiari. Throw Eric Stokes in there. Devondre Campbell, motherfucker steady in and out of the lineup, and we ain't getting, what we getting from these guys, bro. Like the way our defense is constructed, with especially who we have now, especially with missing out on Rasul, we need Jair, bro. So again, maybe he's just frustrated like everybody else because he's not playing. Maybe he's frustrated because he missed out on that $400K. Maybe he wanted to take his little shorty on a exquisite trip in the summertime. Now he might have to dial back a little bit, or he might have to go in that bank account a little bit. We don't know what's going on with these people, but I would like to directly see where this shit is coming from. Is it a locker room problem? Is it a coaching problem? Is it a management problem? Is it a strength and conditioning problem? But if you out there diagnosing people the wrong way, that's very big to some of these cats' careers. Their body is their temple. Sometimes you got to protect athletes from themselves. So I don't know, but eventually we will get to the bottom of this. This could simply be a fire Joe Barry move for Jair or whoever else. And then, who knows? Jair might think he's been put in bad positions by Joe Barry. We don't know yet, but that stuff normally doesn't happen on 1265. For real, bro. Milk does a body good, you know what I'm saying? Or I think it's individuals too, bro. Like what they need to look at. Just like if I play for the Lakers, I don't give a fuck how long I've been in the league. I don't care if I've been in the league longer than LeBron, which nobody has been in the league longer than him at this point. He's an elder. But I would look at LeBron's strength and conditioning now. Maybe they don't have the money to keep up a body like that and keep up what he does, but I would look at LeBron like, what you doing in the offseason, bro? You Iron Man. You never heard it. That might be all it could be. If we keep going in the same strength and conditioning program in the offseason, and we see the kind of shit that's happening to us, like for real, what's going on with the milk? Y'all supposed to have the best shit ever over there, in Wisconsin. So what's going on with that, man? Are they not drinking enough milk? Are they not in the weight room enough? Again, coming out of the draft, Jair was looked at as a small guy, and with this defense, how bad it is, we have to put Jair in positions to tackle people. He got hurt tackling a running back in the backfield. We don't pay him to do that. We pay him to guard the best wide receivers out there. If he has to tackle one of them receivers, okay, cool. But it's an extra if this motherfucker's in the backfield making tackles, to a running back. So I don't know, man. I just want to get to the bottom of this. I don't like drama land. I don't like drama on 1265. Shit, number one, got enough drama in my life. Number two, we have shown that we are the standard. We had a lot of drama, with the complicated fella for the past 2-3 years, but that was a marriage that was turning into a divorce. So we could not escape that. Like there was no way that was going to be a squeaky clean exit for Aaron Rodgers. But some of the things Aaron Rodgers says might be trickling in these people's ears. You hear me? Hey, they let people go too early. They just trade people without telling them. Hey, Rasul thought it was a joke he got traded. So, hey, bro, for real, Zane. Hey, truth to that, brother. And, I noticed when I looked at the interviews, I said, okay, I was hurt that he left. So I said, let me look at his teammates if they're just going to say, oh, yeah, next man up. Nah, them dudes was really hurt. Them dudes was like, oh, man, we didn't see it coming. Everybody was shocked. So, there's a numbness when things like that happen. So, again, just like Zane said, we was in the middle of a winning streak. So it's like we can't even think about Sewell right now. But once shit settles in, you start thinking about it. It's like breaking up with your girl. First 2 days, you might be determined. You might be like, man, fuck this bitch. I'm done. Shit, after 2 days, you looking around like, fuck. Hey, sometimes it takes time to settle in. So, again, I just don't like a whole lot of drama at 1265, man. We got to show we are not like them other teams out there. So all this locker room division, or is it with the coaches? Is it with him keeping Matt around? I really don't know. I mean, or him keeping Barry around and saying it. I mean, with firing Barry immediately after the game last week, would that have made the locker room a better morale? With Jair not have taken down his stuff, although there's still a picture of him in his Packers jersey on the Instagram. He might have removed the Packers post. But again, sometimes as a player and the leader on his team, you gotta you gotta measure your dick, man. You gotta see how much stroke you do got in this bitch, man. And Jair feels he should have a lot of stroke. He is one of the tenured vets on our team at this point, and this guy has just not been available. Jair on the sideline with the Oakleys on, looking smooth and fresh is cool, but Jair makes a bigger impact when he's in that game. Just look at any game that he's played in. Good morning, TR. What's up with you, bro? Yeah, but he's in a position, TR, where it's just like, can't do right, he can't do wrong, right? I mean, you know what I'm trying to say, because he did all he could to get the golden boy Jim Leonard in here. It's not like he's not trying out there. It's just a lot of moving parts, man. It's a lot of moving parts. But I mean, when you need a new DC, you need a new DC, no matter what time it is. But again, if we are to do something like that, TR, it will have to be now. Not now, right now, but at the end of this season. Because getting a DC, I know it's all nice, it's all cool, but it still takes a couple of years for cats to really get the system in the program. So, we really setting ourselves back. That's why I think we also gave Joe Barry a chance too, an extra chance, because it's like, all right, let's get all your guys. You got guys for 2-3 years now. Let's see what you can do now. We've exercised every option with Joe Barry, so that might be a problem, man. Yeah, man. So, but again, he could get fired just for keeping a guy like Joe around, So you could get fired by keeping a guy like him around, and you could get fired by firing him and bringing in somebody worse, Again, it's a wait and see type deal. And then what guys is really out there? I haven't even been thinking of new DCs, new hot dudes on the scene, even older coaches who might want to come back. Like, again, this can't just be, again, no pun intended. We can't just go get Joe Blow, man, at this time, at this position in the defense. Denver was just so bad for so long. They said, we need not just a change, we need a major change. Let's get Sean Payton in there. Now, it remains to be seen if that was a good idea, getting Sean Payton in there. But, they move like that, and it's a major change. We do not just need to play musical chairs with these, iffy kind of defensive coordinators. I would like a guy possibly who used to be a head coach. I would like a guy possibly who either somebody used to be a head coach, been there, done that, seen it all, like a Wade Phillips type, although he's a lot older and I don't think he's coming back. But, a guy like him, is that the answer? Would it be a guy that Matt LaFleur used to work for or, work with? He seems to be that kind of guy. If I worked with you before, I'll give you a chance before a complete stranger. I ain't got no time to be building new relationships. If I like this dude, if I don't like this dude, I don't know, man. He did the nice thing by keeping Pettin around. He could have brought in his guys as soon as he came, but he gave Pettin a chance. So Matt gives these people a chance, but I don't know. We got to figure it out. Yeah, that's probably two things. And then of course the injuries, bro. You got Devondre talking about I ain't playing hurt no more. It's like, damn, I thought you was well healthy, bro. You missed 4 or 5 weeks. So I'm thinking you should be healthy, but that's us thinking, bro. And then that's what a misdiagnosis could do, you know? If you're the doctor, you know more than me. You got to save athletes from yourself. If you say I'll be good in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, I'm still feeling a little pain. I'm like, Doc, it's still a little sharp pain. Oh, yeah, you're just working yourself into it. You'll be fine. All right, I'll be fine, but I got motherfuckers burning me. Not only do I got motherfuckers burning me, but he's in a position where he shouldn't be guarding Chris Godwin anyway. So, that's a defensive scheme problem. But, when a lot of shit goes wrong and when it gets this bad, it's a lot of motherfuckers you could blame. So yeah, man. But whatever it is, y'all, I just hope we before the end of the season, I don't need this shit lingering on to the to the off season. None of that. Get the job done. Fix whatever the fucking problem is in the locker room. We do not need disgruntled people walking around Lambeau or walking around 1265. You feel me? So we need to really jump on this. Yeah, man. We don't have that leader on the defense. Probably a quiet leader, but again, some of these guys could turn into leaders. Zane, I always say Aaron Rodgers wasn't always a leader, but his past 2-3 years, he really carried the whole organization on his back, and he was a great leader in my eyes. He kept us and held us together through some times where everybody was saying fire Matt LaFleur again, through some rough times last year. And I'm just glad that Jordan was sitting behind him and got to see how Aaron handled all those situations, man. You got to keep it cool. You can't just blow up. Hey, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You already know what's going on. W Blake 22 was good with you, bro. Wake and Pack. Good morning, man. Good morning to the whole Packer Nation and message to the whole Packer Nation, bro. Don't fall into this drama shit. People got problems. There's men out there. There's athletes out there. Alpha males. Even coaches are alpha males. So, you're going to get shit going to come to a head. And I don't think a lot of this stuff would have been happening if we weren't losing. So, winning games makes everything a lot better. So, we got a get right game if we ain't got a get right game on this week, man. We better take care of the Panthers. I think that'll get a little bit of the stink off of our team's feng shui right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they seem a little off. Hey, Orlando Magic Nation, what's up with you, bro? Shout out to you. Thanks for coming through, man. We just talking Packers on a Wednesday on Hump Day, man. Get your freak on. So yeah, man. We will find out. Let's pack another one. We will find out. And then I was just I didn't want to waste a little weed in there. It was already some in there, so I had to finish that out. But yeah, man. I don't like too much drama on 1265. A lot of other teams have that problem. I think we got a good set of players, good set of guys. Again, this whole year has been an assessment year. And I've been assessing some good things and assessing some bad things. And the thing is, the good things I've been assessing is cool because these are guys who could potentially be franchise type players. Tucker Kraft, Jaden Reed. I don't know about franchise player for Dontavian Wicks, but definitely a guy that's in the mix in the receiving room. LVN on the other side, Gary's getting better, healthy. We got to get Stokes back healthy. We got some spots on this team that if it all works out, being healthy, being with a good coaching scheme. But again, be careful, y'all. Sometimes you get a new coach in there, it takes longer. It takes longer. And I hear you on that, G-Pack. I mean, they already, bro, they was talking about fire everyone for a long time now. You got some people out there who just want to fire people. You know, I don't know if they ever been owners of anything themselves, but it ain't that easy to just, fire somebody like that. Because when you fire somebody, you got to find a replacement. I done been in a position actually where I had fired somebody. It might have been out of emotion, but they were stealing. So when I fired them for stealing, it's like, man, you gotta go. I done caught you. It's cool. Get up out of here. But then as soon as they got up out of there, I'm like, oh shit, hold the fuck up. I got to do all the work. So I was by myself, just chefing it up at that one spot myself, because I chose to fire somebody who was stealing from the establishment, and it didn't dawn on me till right after when the person left. I'm like, oh shit, I mean, I got to do this now on top of the shit I already had to do. So just be careful with that. And again, if we are to properly assess things, bro, now if you talking about the whole history of Joe Barry and what he's done over his whole history here, hell yeah, he gotta go. But if you're talking about this year, bro, it's really only 2 games, questionably 1 game, but it was really only 2 that was wholeheartedly his fault. So what about Matt? What kind of responsibility is the head man in charge, Matt LaFleur, gonna take for this? What kind of responsibility is Rich Bisaccia gonna take for this? Because one of those games we lost was because of special teams, a problem that shouldn't be there anymore. Rich Bisaccia is supposed to be the special teams guru. He was a top 10 special teams coach while he was with the Raiders. I don't know if there's too much on his plate with him being an assistant head coach. I haven't seen the difference of him being an assistant head coach. Yeah, I see him talking to Matt every now and then, but I don't see him making no big game-changing decisions. I barely see him going off. He's supposed to be that mouth dude. He's supposed to be the coach. If you fuck up, he getting in your ass. I ain't seen that much either. Oh, yeah, bro. If they come out and do something to us, bro, this is the measuring stick of the season, bro. Because we play up to the level of our competition. That's what we do. Hey, we got to play the Chiefs. We're going to play on the Chiefs level. We got to play Detroit. We're going to play on their level. We got to play the Broncos. We're going to play on their level. Like this year, again, young team, don't know how to win yet, wet behind the ear, all that, bro. You got to consider all that. You have to. If not, you are an idiot, bro. Again, I don't want to hear this team young no more. You don't? Well, they still young. What, they 3 weeks older than you was cheering 3 weeks ago? Like, come on, bro. Like, and again, y'all must not know football. Y'all must not know that you can't put a seed in the dirt today and tomorrow have a flower. It just don't work like that. Big Nate, what's the word, bro? Top of the motherfucking morning. Thanks for coming through, dog. Yeah, bro. Again, man, I can be frustrated. Shout out to you too, Pat and Serena. Shout out to the Smiths, man, the whole Smiths family, man. Happy holidays to y'all. And again, no matter what we go through, we going through this together. I've always said Packer fans are spoiled. It's one thing to look at a frustrated game or even a string of frustrating games is cool. But when you look at the whole picture, when you look at our certain records over the past few years, the Packers have had me as a happy camper for pretty much 10 years in a row, bro. Like, you don't get that with franchises. There's some teams who we showing up and we get mad when we don't make the playoffs because that's what we expect. You got some teams and franchises who don't even expect to make the playoffs. So there is levels to this shit. Are there teams better than us right here, right now? Absolutely. Are there teams better than us historically? Not too many. I'd rather take the historic phase all day. Me as a Laker fan, again, we still continue to win, but me as a Laker fan, like, you can't talk to me. I'll just go point at all them banners. I could do the same thing with the Packers, so I'm cool with the franchise I root for. I ain't never going to turn it in. I ain't going to turn my back on no franchise. I ain't never going to stop rooting. I'm never going to change a team. Like, again, changing the team to me is like changing the gang. I never changed the gang. Like, just because one dude go out there from the hood and do some fuck shit don't mean that my whole hood is bad. Like it's a lot of, again, a lot of motherfucking moving parts, man. Well, yeah, that's what we talking about, but what we talking about is how big of a problem is it? Is this just something that we're dealing with because this was the worst loss of the season? You can't get too emotional, bro. There's been many times in human history and even in my history and any history, I always be telling my girl, like, bro, when you ain't in your right mind, you want to act out of frustration, you want to act out of just being mad, then it could be worse, bro. But if you just sit down, look at the whole thing, analyze it, then make your move, you'll come out better. I know motherfuckers who done had a rage of 2 minutes, and that 2 minutes of rage turned into 20 years of them in jail, bro. Rather than they could have sit and analyzed beforehand what the hell happened. Because look, homie stopped coming to me because I'm just too logical, bro. The whole plan to go on the mission is not to get caught, bro. So when y'all tell me, oh, I got this lick, hey, yada yada, HPOV, I got this lick over here, da da da. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, what's the best time to do it? Oh, like what? At what point do the police pass around? Like, do police come around in that area? How long have you been scoping out? I started asking questions they don't know the answers to, and then they just don't want to do it no more. Man, you always fucking yeah, bro. Because if we ain't gonna get out clean, what's the point, bro? What's the point, bro? Hey, if that's the case, I'd rather go find somebody who I really don't like, go pop them and go to jail for it. If that's the case, if I'm going to be going into missions without fully thinking out everything, bro. That's why I'm glad we don't have an owner. Owners can make impulse decisions. Oh, man, fuck this coach. I'm going to get rid of him. Ain't got nothing to do with X's and O's. Yeah, that normally happens when you're losing, bro. So it's a good thing that we know our players don't like to lose. So that's a good thing. But we also got to figure out, again, the root of what the problem is. Is this individual situations, or is this just players making a power move to get certain folks up out of there? Some people say Aaron Rodgers made a power move to get McCarthy out of there. Doing certain stuff. Like, you ain't gotta say it. You can just act a certain way, and I think for sure, he was involved in McCarthy getting fired. Whether he likes it or not. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Rising E, Grand Rising. Hey, that's what I say the majority of the time when I'm hitting up my shorties, man. I say Grand Rising. I don't even say good morning. So shout out to you. Yeah, bro. Rising E don't make no sense. Don't make any sense, please. Because when you make sense in here, some people just don't get logical things, bro. I always want to say, and even before the season, I wish we all went before this season and we could all see how many games we said we will win this year and what kind of year we be dealing with. So when the shit's actually happening of something that we knew was going to happen, learn how to conduct yourself a little better. Now we really expected us to be in the Super Bowl and playoffs this year, like a shoe-in for sure. We're going to win 12, 11 games out there. Now, that's the wave we was on beginning of the season. Oh, I'd be pissed off too. But if we know we playing with house money, first year quarterback, first year coach with that quarterback, first year coach with that quarterback and this offense without the ayahuasca route tree, a lot of this shit takes time, bro. No, y'all don't want to hear it. I know y'all like shit just like this. I like shit just like this, but everything don't come like this. You know what I'm saying? And if it's coming like this, it's going to take a while for you to get it to come like that. So we got to get that shit together. What if you ain't got the torpedoes? What if we got some 22s, Nate? What if we go to the next world war and they say all the American, all the American military and all that. We gonna equip all y'all with some 22s. No ARs, no Dracos, no automatic, no semi-automatic. We giving all y'all some 22s. Sometimes you gotta look at the whole picture. We ain't got the torpedoes to shoot out there. We don't have the torpedoes to shoot out there. We dealing with 6th and 7th rounds players, bro. Starting 6th and 7th round players, bro. Starting. If y'all don't see that and get that, I can't even talk. Why even start to have a conversation with somebody if they can't look at what we got on the field and evaluate their highest capabilities? That's why we get so happy when we see Jaden Reed doing what he do and Dontavian Wicks do what he do, because it's like, okay, it's kind of sort of a surprise. That's why we enjoy that and celebrate that. But you gotta look at where we at, bro. Youngest team. We still the youngest. So as much as motherfuckers want to say I don't want to hear we young no more, well, you ain't gotta hear it. It's facts. It is facts. Ain't no other team this whole year than fucked around and got younger than us, bro. That's just what we are, bro. So we gonna be the youngest team until we not, bro. So I don't want to hear no. And then again, that's blanket statements, bro. I hate when a motherfucker. Oh, fuck that. Just like, it was this one situation I was in an argument with somebody of why somebody did something. I'm like, yeah, she probably just did it because it is. He like, well, that doesn't make sense. Then I'm like, well, does everything that a motherfucker does make sense? No, there's some shit that a motherfucker go out there and do, and it makes zero sense. Like a lot of times. So you can't discount that like, oh, that don't make no sense. She wouldn't do that. You can't throw that out as an option of her doing what she needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all get what I'm saying. Hey, look. And again, man, if motherfuckers is out there listening, my boys ain't strong. Just this year on a platform, I forgot which one I was on. I was on somebody else's platform. It wasn't mine, but I've said it myself. Jaden Reed is the best receiver we got. And I said that before he even took a snap. So I'm glad to see that he's actually paying dividends. And I'm glad to see that what I see on the field for my whole life of playing football, my whole life of watching football, of studying football. When I seen this guy come out, I'm like, he's a better player than Romeo and has a better ceiling than, a lot of these guys just because of how good he was at the time, bro. And look what he's doing. Nobody's doing what he's doing, bro. And that's in the passing game. If he didn't have one rush this whole season and we just got his passing game numbers, Reed would still be a success. Now this motherfucker want to give us an extra 100 yards running on the ground, knowing we need some running help in the running game. He gonna give us an extra 102 touchdowns. Sign me up for it. Shout out to fucking Jaden Reed. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to Monica. And hey, that's what you want in your backbone. That's what you want in the old lady. That's what you want in your shorty. You know what I'm saying? As good as I can be and as good as I am, she gonna pick hubby over me. And I ain't got nothing to do but respect that. So shout out to Monica and the whole family, man. Hope everybody doing good, Shout out to Lil Nate, the future of this Packer YouTube shit, if that's what he wants to do. Now, if Lil Nate wants to go be the president, he can go be the president, okay? He want to be a lawyer, he could go be a lawyer, but he look like he bleeds green and gold. And Monica, don't be biased, okay? I don't see Zoe probably running all over the place now, but I was going to say, put a Packers jersey down. I don't know if y'all did it before. And put a Raiders jersey down, okay? Spread them far apart. Put her in the middle, and let's see where she crawl to. Let's see where she go to. Hey, don't force her into misery. Monica and I do not force little Zoe Angelique into misery of rooting for a team like the Raiders. Just don't do it. But yeah, back to this team, man. But thank you for your support for sure. And shout out to the husband. Yeah, let her ass crawl, bro. Hey, put the Packer one, put the Raider one. Whichever one she go to, let her choose. Do not force her into suffering. You don't want her to suffer, do you? When's the last time the Raiders won a Super Bowl, Monica? I wasn't born. I wasn't even here. I don't even know if my parents started fucking around yet by the time they won. Just win, baby. Hey, they ain't did no winning. Hey, we sent Devontae over there. And now look, he's so sad he made that decision. Hey, the glitz and glamour of Las Vegas is not enough when you're losing over there. But again, I'm going to take it easy on your team. And with all due respect, you guys beat us this year, Monica. You beat us. So you got us this year. But overall, the pack is where it's at. So, hey, hopefully Lil Nate. Hey, that's cool, bro. But I need Zoe too, bro. We need all we could get, Nate. I need the whole fam, man. Hey, Monica and the older daughter, hey, that's what they want to do. They want to suffer. They want to be Raider fans. Let them do it. But, bro, please save Nate. Nate's already good. Please save Zoe Angelique. Please let her be a Packer, bro. Imagine too, girls, they look cuter in green and gold, wearing all that black shit. You start looking like a goth. You don't want to do that. We pretty over here, man. But yeah, I just had to fuck with my homie and his wife there. Shout out to Big Nate, man, and Monica. Hey, I'm trying to get your husband to be the same way about them Packers, man. Sometimes he be wanting to, I don't know how many broken TVs y'all got, I used to be like that, but I just have to sit back and assess. I know it gets me angry, but all I'm saying, bro, is we just gotta look at the big picture. Not only the big picture of what we're doing now and what we can turn into. If y'all don't see that, y'all crazy. But also the big picture, if you sit back and just look at it historically, we still good. We chilling. I've heard people call radio stations Bengals fans. Hey, a team that, especially Burrow was playing at the time, a team that's better than us. Bills fans, a team that's better than us. A lot of them was saying, I'm not sure if I'm going to die before I see my team win the Super Bowl. I seen too. Hello. And if I really want to dig down history, all I got to do is fire up the YouTube. I go watch Bart Starr all I want and all those victories he got. And I do that when I get bored, bro. I'll be watching some old shit. Hey, can't forget about the OGs, man. And if you don't remember history, it's going to repeat itself. So I remember it. You know what I'm saying? I remember all the stuff. I appreciate the Packers, man. I'm so glad to be rooting for the green and gold, bro. The logo is the logo. It's universally known. Anywhere you put that G up, they ain't going to think about Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Some might, but even them going to have the respect that they got it from us, and that we were so nice enough to allow them. We so nice. Oh, you want the G? It's a different color. Okay. You know where it came from. Let's go and sign this little contract in Georgia. You can have it. That's how it go down. That's how the Packers do. And that's how you can operate without an owner. You got owners like Al Davis, rest in peace, was trying to sue the Buccaneers just because their logo looked similar. You weren't trying to sue them any other time, but they whooped that ass. Then you want to try to sue them, Sorry about that, Monica. That's the old Raiders, man. Yeah. They just looking at his measurables, Zane. They just looking at his measurables, and he has the measurables to be an insane middle linebacker. But if you don't got it, you don't got it. And I hope this team gets it or not and figures it out and puts him where he needs to be put. But with Devondre and him in there, he's pretty much a Sam Backer or a L, a left side. When him and Devondre in there, they both, so. But again, yeah, when one of them's gone, they treat him as the main number one middle linebacker. And that's why you see a little bit of, like slow reactions and stuff like that. Because this is being able to cover just one side is a lot easier than you in the middle. You got to figure shit out. That center is going to be coming for you. That guard might be coming for you. That tackle might even be coming for you. So before that tackle, center, or guard tries to come and take you out of the play, you gotta see where the play is going, number one, and then you got to go attack the play. Again, hard job to do, man. All this shit ain't, it ain't kibbles and bits. It ain't gravy, ham, and steak, bro. This shit is hard, bro. It's the NFL. That's why when we see players like Wicks, when we see players like Reed, when we see players like Tucker Kraft, Luke Musgrave, in their first year, they babies, making an impact the way they making, I could not help but be happy for the future of this team and know where we're at. You don't have self-awareness, then, you really can't make it a judgment, Again, like I told y'all, I could be crying in my bed. Oh, my God, I'm overweight. Hold on, higher point of view. Why are you overweight? Oh, well, shit. Holidays just passed by. Your ass been eating, smoking, drinking that dark liquor, all that sugar. Of course, you're going to be a little heavier, That makes me, instead of me just being heavy and fat, I'm just like, oh, well, those are the reasons. All I got to do is cut those down. And by February, it's going to be a whole new higher point of view. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, you got $100? Hey, did that come from Big Nate pocket? Big Nate, you threw down a bet like that? You was that confident? Again, Monica, I can't hate, bro. Y'all got that one. Oh, I bet he did. But Monica, hey, I already know this, and you already know this. Hey, the Raiders could have lost. You would have still got your money. Hey, you got him wrapped around your finger. You know that, and so does Zoe. And as much as you want to be tough on little Nathan, so does little Nate. Hey, Nate is not the leader of the house. It's levels. First, you got Monica. Well, first of all, Zoe is the leader of the whole house. She's number one, okay? Then Monica. Then little Nate, because he's younger. Then we're throwing a teenager in there. But Nate, you at the bottom, bro. So you got to get that $100 up, man. I might have even tipped her. You should have gave her 125, you know. But yeah, man. You know, we win together, we lose together. As you can see now, if everything was hunky-dory in the Packers locker room, maybe that's when we should be worried. So I don't think we should be worried now. We shouldn't be worried because we got people actually being proactive to trying to fix the solution. When people are expressing, okay, yeah. Hey, y'all, hey, so are y'all done? You know, I know this one was a surprise. Are y'all gonna shut it down after that, Monica? Are y'all shutting it down or y'all gonna go for another one? Well, if you look at Joe Barry's resume, bro, he makes quarterbacks that are not he makes below average quarterbacks look above average. Oh, DeVito's all this, all that. He killing us. What'd he do the next game? Fucking nothing, bro. So again, if Bryce Young, again, they saying he hurt too. That might be worse for us. We don't play well against backups either. So we'll see. We'll see. But we can't, bro. And that's gonna be the year for us. That's gonna be the year. Hey, if we win this game, okay, 2 more to go. Let's keep it rolling. Let's finish off this playoff journey. If we lose this game, all hell's gonna break loose. All hell is gonna break loose. This is a game we cannot lose. But we thought Denver was a game we couldn't lose. We thought the Giants was a game we couldn't lose. We thought this last game was Tampa Bay was a game we couldn't lose. I ain't mad at that. You know, I got to think about that shit at some point. But, you know, hey, you never know. You know, when I'm 60, I might have me a young 20-year-old, and I still got to get it up. So I ain't clipping my shit. She could tie her shit up, but I ain't clipping nothing, bro. You never know what happens. But, yeah, man. So that's it, y'all. You know, we win together, we lose together. Right now, it looks like the locker room is at odds. But, again, y'all ever been to a family function? We family. We love each other, right? I done seen my uncles get in fight with other uncles. I done fought my brothers. You know, I done seen aunties arguing and fighting and all kind of stuff. That's what happens on, you know, with my family, especially motherfuckers start to drinking. Everybody turn to Superman. You know, so you know, it's a good thing that, you know, we are upset with this way that this team is playing. Not just we, but you're starting to see it from the inner of the organization. You hear me? So hell yeah, we're gonna have a cherry day, all that. Oh yeah, no, that ain't cool. Yeah, if we lose to them, that ain't cool. Now look, I wouldn't say we in the gutter still, because again, you know me, I wouldn't say we in the gutter because again, this is a house money year, but that's not a good look in any situation to be losing to a team like that. So we need to handle business. And on that note, y'all, go motherfucking Pack. Hey, Wednesday, we getting closer. Hey, flush Tampa Bay down the toilet, y'all. It's over with. On to the next one. Let's get back into the winning ways and you know, couple more days of this wake and pack until we'll be kicking off again. So you already know how it goes. Shout out to the, you know, to the homie Big Nate, Packer fans with swagger, man. And, you know, welcome back to, you know, you've been doing a couple videos. I've been peeping. Your ass got me in trouble, man. I'm, you know, shorty in the bathroom or whatever. When I turn on your little short, they talking about some pop that pussy, pop, 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 pop. She like, what video you watching? She think I'm watching some strippers and all that. I had to show her. I'm like, no, it's Big Nate's short. You know, they saying pop this, pop that, twerk this, twerk that. I said, oh, Nate done picked a great song for me to listen to at 1 a.m. She like, what are you watching? So shout out to my boy, Big Nate, man. Shout out to Monica Anaya. Zane Strong, shout out to you, my boy. Leader of the pack. Shout out to my boy Blake 22. Rising E, of course. Hey, both of the Smiths, man. Pat and Serena. Shout out to both of y'all. Thank you for coming through, showing some love, man. Again, always G-Pack. Hey, my boy from Orlando Magic Nation. What's up with you? You know, I always say, TR, what's up with you? Thank you for coming through. Hey, if I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Again, let's keep on Let's keep just living this Packer life, man. Win, lose, or draw, good, bad, indifferent. We out there repping the motherfucking Pack, and we doing that shit the right way. We fall down, but we get up. You know, it ain't how you fall, it's how you get up. Every team loses. It's a team that loses every week. Half of the teams lose every week. Y'all gonna have to make me start saying all these cliche things to start making y'all feel better. But hopefully a victory on Sunday where we erase a lot of this bullshit pain, and then we get to go on a real run. We really get to go on the NFC North run. We really get to reclaim our stake in the NFC North. Probably not as a division winner, but we got Chicago and Minnesota on the schedule, bro. We got to get both of them. I don't care. But yeah, I'm out, y'all. I'll holla at y'all tomorrow.